All right, picture this. You're scrolling YouTube late at night and you come across a young couple. They're goofy, cute, doing daily vlogs, light pranks, talking about parenthood. They've got a baby, one more on the way, and that "we're gonna blow up on the internet" energy. You click subscribe without thinking. What you don't know is that the next video they post will be a bullet away from becoming a crime scene. And when the cameras stop rolling, someone won't be breathing. This is the story of Monalisa Perez and Pedro Ruiz III, the couple who tried to go viral by filming the most dangerous stunt of their lives, and ended up with one of them in a casket, the other in handcuffs, and a camera recording the whole thing. So let's rewind. It's the summer of 2017. Hallstatt, Minnesota. Small town. Population just over 600. The kind of place where nothing happens unless you make it happen. Monalisa is 19, Pedro's 22. They're high school sweethearts, young parents, and straight up obsessed with becoming YouTube famous. Their channel's called Monalisa, a mix of stunts, challenges, and family vlogs. It's not huge yet, but the dream is there. You can see it in their smiles. You can hear it in Pedro's voice when he says, "I want to be remembered." And yeah, the videos are rough, but they're real. They're trying. They've got a 3-year-old daughter, another baby on the way, and they're hungry for views, for success, for something more than Hallstatt. That's when Pedro gets an idea, something he swears will go viral. He says it's dangerous, but genius, a stunt no one's ever dared to try. The plan? Monalisa will fire a .50 caliber Desert Eagle handgun, one of the most powerful pistols on the planet, at a hardcover encyclopedia. Pedro will hold the book to his chest, and the bullet? It's supposed to stop inside the pages. The trick is that the book saves him. The logic? If other books can stop bullets in demos, this one should too, right? Wrong. But here's the thing. He'd already tested it. That's what he tells Monalisa, that he tried it before with another book, that it worked, that it's safe, that it'll get views, that it'll blow up their channel. And Monalisa? She's terrified. She tweets out, "Me and Pedro are probably going to shoot one of the most dangerous videos ever. His idea, not mine." She says she doesn't want to do it, but he keeps pushing, says, "Trust me, just pull the trigger." And this is where the emotional ground starts shaking. Because now it's not just a stunt. Now it's about trust, about love, about being so deep in something that you don't know how to say no without losing everything. Pedro sets up the cameras. They're filming from 2 angles. Monalisa's holding the gun, the baby's in the background, family is watching. And when she finally lifts the pistol and pulls the trigger, that sound, that moment, that bang, it doesn't hit the book. It goes straight through. And Pedro drops. If you're still watching, you're already in deep. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe before this gets even more twisted. You don't want to miss how this one ends. Let's keep going. The book hits the ground. So does Pedro. Monalisa doesn't scream right away. She doesn't even move at first, because what just happened doesn't make sense. He told her it would work. He swore the book would stop it. The bullet was supposed to be the star of the show, not the reason she's watching him bleed out on the grass. Then the sound hits her, the weight of what she's done, and she drops the gun. She runs to him, shakes him, begs him to get up. But Pedro's not responding. There's blood, way too much of it, and within seconds, she knows. She picks up her phone and calls 911. Her voice is cracked open. It doesn't sound like someone trying to cover something up. It sounds like someone whose whole world just snapped in half. "We were doing a YouTube video and I shot him. I thought the book would stop it." You can hear the operator trying to keep her calm, asking where she is, asking if he's breathing. But every question feels like a blade, because there's no fixing this. Pedro Ruiz III is pronounced dead on the scene, and standing right there, shaking, crying in front of her family, her child, the cameras, the police, is Monalisa Perez. 19, pregnant, still holding the pieces of what she thought was going to be the video that changed their lives. The responding officers are stunned, not just because of what happened, but because of how intentional it looked on film. The camera was perfectly set, the stunt carefully planned, the gun was loaded, tested, and used exactly the way Pedro wanted. And that's what makes it even more disturbing, because the police recover his phone, and in it, a trail. Not of random curiosity, of research, Google searches, dozens of them. Right before the shooting, can a 50 caliber pistol kill someone through a book? How thick does a book have to be to stop a bullet? Most powerful handgun. He wasn't winging it. He was trying to calculate it, to engineer the moment, to turn his own life into the punchline of a viral video. And the cameras caught everything. The aim, the shot, the second Pedro hits the ground. The footage is sealed as evidence. It's never been released. But prosecutors say it left no doubt about what happened. And now, the state of Minnesota is staring down a question it's never had to ask before. What do you do when someone dies for a YouTube video? And what happens when the person who pulled the trigger was pushed there by the person she loved most? Monalisa is arrested on the spot, second-degree manslaughter, and she's crying, shaking, asking the same question over and over. Why did he make me do it? They take her into custody. They take her baby. They take everything. And as the story breaks, the media moves fast. YouTube stunt turns deadly. Teen mom shoots boyfriend in viral video attempt. Headlines that feel like they're screaming for attention, just like the video Pedro wanted. But what nobody's talking about is what happens after the stunt ends. Not the clickbait, not the thumbnails, the quiet. Monalisa sits in a cell, pregnant, alone. Her daughter is now with family, her partner is dead, and the only thing she can do now is wait for sentencing. Inside the courtroom, prosecutors lay it all out. The planning, the setup, the tweet, the warning signs, and then they show the search history. What happens if you shoot someone by accident? How to make a death look like an accident. That one hurts. Because even if it was Pedro's idea, even if he begged her to do it, even if she believed he'd tested it, she still pulled the trigger. That's the argument the prosecution leans on. Intent didn't matter. The act did. And the jury? They see a scared teenager. They see a mistake that can't be undone. They see a stunt fueled by love, desperation, and an obsession with going viral. But they also see a family destroyed. A child who lost her father, another child about to be born without him. In December, Monalisa pleads guilty. And in March 2018, the court sentences her to 180 days in jail. Not all at once, just 10 days per month, over 6 months. 10 years of probation, no guns, no interviews for profit, no deals, no documentaries, just time. The judge calls the act foolish, but says it was Pedro's plan, that Monalisa was manipulated, pressured, trapped between a camera lens and a loaded weapon. It's not a harsh sentence. But it's not freedom either. And here's the part that really hits. Because when it's all over, there's no viral fame, no monetization, no subscribers, no brand deals, just grief, just silence. 2 young lives, 1 decision, and a stunt that was supposed to be the thing that made them famous, but ended up making headlines for the worst reason imaginable. And what's left behind? A little girl who watched her parents disappear. A baby born into a story she didn't ask to be part of. And a video that never saw the light of day. Because it wasn't content. It was a tragedy. And no amount of views could undo that. That's the story. Now I want to hear what you think. Drop a comment below. Let's talk about it. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.